Okay friends, good morning. So మనం previous classes లో mensuration related different formulas discuss చేసాం. So first video లో mensuration formula related triangles, second video లో mensuration formula related to the quadrilaterals, and third video mensuration formula related to the circles. So ఆ three videos మీరు చూస్తే you will learn the formulas of mensuration related to those three areas: triangles, quadrilaterals and circles. So ఇప్పుడు ఈ క్లాస్ లో mensuration handout లో ఉన్న ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం యూజింగ్ దోస్ ట్రయాంగిల్, సర్కిల్ అండ్ క్వాడ్రిలేటరల్ ఫార్ములాస్. ఓకే, సో మీ దగ్గర హ్యాండ్అవుట్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, మీరు హ్యాండ్అవుట్స్లో ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తూ ఈ వీడియో ఫాలో అవ్వచ్చు. యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఇక్కడ క్వశ్చన్ కనిపిస్తుంది. వన్స్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ ద క్వశ్చన్. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ ప్రాబ్లం: ఫైండ్ ది ఏరియా ఆఫ్ ద ట్రయాంగిల్ whose one angle is 90 degrees, the hypotenuse is 9 meters and the base is 6.5 meters. Find the area of the triangle whose one angle is 90 degrees. So first problem, I have a triangle whose one of the angle is 90 degrees. For suppose you just treat it as 90 degrees. Okay, the hypotenuse is 9 meters. So since one angle is 90 degrees, the problem is about a right angle triangle. Since one angle is 90 degrees, first problem is about a right angle triangle and its hypotenuse is given as 9 meters and the base is 6.5 meters. Okay, hypotenuse is given, base is given, and they are asking us to calculate the area of this triangle. Area of this right angle triangle is half base into height, half of the product of these two. Okay, so first of all we need to find this side. Okay, let it as question mark. 9 is given, 6.5 is given, but we don't know the question mark. We need to find that. Okay, use Pythagoras theorem. Question mark square plus 6.5 square is equals to 9 square. Since I need question mark, send this 6.5 square that side. Question mark square is equals to, this is 9 square minus 6.5 square. 9 square minus 6.5 square, 81. 9 square. 6.5 means 13 by 2. 13 by 2 square means 169 by 4. So 81 minus 169 by 4, on simplification we will get it as 155 by 4. This is question mark square value, the length of this unknown side. At the end we need to calculate area. Area is calculated by the formula half base into height. Okay, right, half into what is the base? Base here it is 6.5. Okay, and height it is that question mark which is 1. See, question mark square is 155 by 4, but what is that question mark? We need to apply square root for it. So square root of 155 by 2. Just have a look. Question mark square is 155 by 4. To calculate question mark you need to apply square root. So root 155 by 4 and base is 6.5. So I will write that 6.5 as 13 by 2. At the end this is equals to 13 into root 155. We know that 12 square is 144, 13 square is 169. Okay, this is root 155. Approximate value is 12.4 divided by 8. Okay, this simplification we need to do. 13 into 12.4 divided by 2. Okay, 8. Okay, 2 4s and then 2 6.2s and then 2 2s and then 2 3.1s. 13 into 3.1 divided by 2. That's what we need to calculate, right? So otherwise you just calculate this 2 6.5s because 13 by 2 is 6.5. So 6.5 into 3.1 we need to multiply, and that is your required answer for the problem. At the end this simplification part, calculation part is very normal. Okay, but from this problem you need to know how to calculate the other side of the right angle triangle using Pythagorean result. That is one aspect. How to calculate the area by the formula half base into height is the other aspect. So you just pay attention on the way of calculating the missing side of the right angle triangle as well as the area of the right angle triangle. Okay, calculation part is very useful for all of you, right? So for some time you just read about the calculation, but pay attention on the concept of the mensuration. Concept of the mensuration in the sense, what is the given shape and which formulas we are using, why we are using those formulas. Okay, Just have a look. Right? This is the first problem of mensuration. Okay, and the problem is related to the right angle triangle. Right? So for a right angle triangle, missing side calculate by Pythagorean result. Calculate the area by the formula half base into height. Okay, that's the first problem. Then just look at the second problem. This is the first problem. Okay, and then we need to think about the second problem of the handout, which is that the sides of the triangle are given 51, 52, 53. We need to find the perpendicular from the opposite angle on the side 52 centimeters. Just have a look. Sides of the triangle are given as 51, 52 and 53. So for suppose if we have a triangle like this, okay, you just consider the sides of the triangle as 51, 52, 53. And the question is about finding the perpendicular from the opposite angle, the 50. This is the opposite angle for 52. From this opposite angle, you just draw a perpendicular and we need to calculate the length of this perpendicular. And now the second problem is about a triangle. So just to calculate that perpendicular, first of all we need to calculate the area of the triangle. Since three sides is given, how to calculate the area? Calculating area with the given three sides is also very simple aspect actually. You just have a look. See, for suppose the three sides are 51, 52, 53. Add these three. Okay, 156. So S is equals to, S means semi-perimeter, sum of the three sides divided by 2. Sum of the three sides means 51 plus 52 plus 53 divided by 2, and if you calculate you will get it as 78. S is the semi-perimeter. Then to calculate the area, use Heron's formula. Okay, delta is just nothing but square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Here S is 78, A, B, C are the three sides. So you just take 51 as A, 52 as B, 53 as C. Then use this formula. Square root of S is what? 78. S minus A. 78 minus 51, which is 27. 78 minus 52 is 26. And then which is 25. Actually, I need to calculate this perpendicular length. But first I am calculating the area. Okay. So from there, therefore, delta is equals to, what is this value? Square root of this 78 is simply nothing but 26 into 3 into 27 into 26 into 25. Since we are familiar with the concept of square root, if anything is there for 2 times in the square root, we need to write 1 time outside. So 226 are involved, write 126 out. 25 is there, its square root is 5. And then 3 into 27 is 81. Its square root is 9. This is the area. So by using 3 sides, we calculated the area. By the Heron's formula, root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. But we have another way of calculation for the area, which is half base into height. This base is 52, this height is P here. So this delta is again equals to half base 52 into height P, which is equals to 26 into 5 into 9. And now this 52 by 2 is 26. This 26 will get cancelled. At the end you will get P is equals to 45. Okay. So once again, calculation part you just left see separately, and pay attention on the conceptual part. What is the concept? The second problem is related to a triangle. Related to a triangle, we need to find the perpendicular length. But to find the perpendicular height length, initially we need area. And in particularly, we calculated the area of this triangle in 2 different ways. One way using Heron's formula. Other way is using half base into height. Okay? Using Heron's formula, we calculated the area as 26 into 5 into 9. And in another way, that same area is half base 52 into height P. So this is half 52 into P. This is area and this is also area. So equalize these two. At the end, that perpendicular value is 45. Okay? There is the problem. See, to solve it, we need 2 aspects basically. One thing is using the way of using Heron's formula, and the other thing is writing area as half base into height. Okay? This is the second problem. Just I am trying to discuss all different types of problems from the handbooks. Okay, one problem is related to a right angle triangle, another problem is related to a normal triangle, and one more problem for equilateral, one more for isosceles. Like that I will discuss. Okay, then the third problem is about equilateral triangle. Okay, the third problem is about equilateral triangle, and just look at the question what it is given. Okay, if the perimeter of the equilateral triangle is what? 12 meters. See, very simple. For an equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. Perimeter means always sum of the sides. If you say one side of the equilateral triangle as A, then perimeter is 3 sides, right? So 3A, A plus A plus A. That 3A is given as 12 and A is equals to 4. Okay, one part is clear. Perimeter is given as 12 and I found that side as 4. And now the question is about finding the area. See, we know the formula to find the area of equilateral triangle as root 3 by 4 A square, and that is equals to root 3 by 4 into A square means 4 square, right? 4 into 4. When you cancel out, you will get that it as 4 root 3. That ends the problem. Okay? So perimeter is given as 12, side is 4, area is root 3 by 4 A square, and the value is 4 root 3. Option A is your choice. Okay? So third problem is related to the equilateral triangle. And the next problem, fourth one, is related to isosceles right angled triangle. What? Isosceles right angled triangle. Already we discussed all these things, okay, all these formulas in the previous videos. Okay, once you just go through those videos, and then it is easy for all of you to solve the problems. Okay, fourth problem, isosceles right angle triangle. The length of one leg is 10 meters. Find its area and perimeter. See, isosceles. What is meant by isosceles? See, isosceles means two sides are equal. Right angle, one angle is 90. One angle is 90 and these two sides are equal, and one length is given as 10. So automatically this is also 10. Okay. As per the problem, for an isosceles right angle triangle, one leg is 10. Since it is 10, it is also 10. Okay, 90 degrees. So we need to calculate the area and perimeter. So this is 10 and this is 10. What you say about the hypotenuse? This hypotenuse is simply nothing but square root of 10 square plus 10 square using Pythagorean result. Okay? Square root of 10 square plus 10 square is simply nothing but square root of 200. So what's the value of square root of 200? You may go with an approximation. Okay? Square root of 200 means 14 square is 196, right? Since 14 square is 196, this is approximately 14.1 something nearby. Okay, and when you ask to find perimeter, sum of all the sides, 10, 10 and approximate 14.1. If you add, it is 34.1 approximately the perimeter. Okay, excuse me. And then area. Area is half base into height, half into 10 into 10. When you calculate, you will get it as 50. So at the end, for this isosceles right angle triangle, area is 50 square meters as well as the perimeter is 34.1. There is the problem related to the isosceles right angle triangle. So at any time, if you face a problem related to the equilateral triangle, you just refer this third problem which we discussed earlier. If you face a problem related to the isosceles right angle triangle, then you just refer to this particular problem. So అందుకని నేను ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఏ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ట్రయాంగిల్స్ గురించి షేప్స్ గురించి మనం డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నామో ఆ లిస్ట్ ఇక్కడ ఇస్తున్నా. మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఏ ప్రాబ్లంలో అయితే ఏ షేప్ ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయిందో ఆ ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏదైనా ఇబ్బంది ఉంటే ఒకసారి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి ఆ షేప్ రిలేటెడ్ క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ వీడియోని సొల్యూషన్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే దెన్ యూ విల్ ఫీల్ సమ్వాట్ కంఫర్టబుల్. ఓకే, దట్ ఇస్ ద ఫోర్త్ ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకే, దెన్ ఫోర్త్ ప్రాబ్లం తర్వాత we are going to discuss that eighth one. Okay, eighth problem is about a rectangle. So just look the problem on the book. Eighth problem. See, a man walked 20 meters to cross a rectangular field diagonally. Okay, see, a man walked 20 meters to cross a rectangular field diagonally. See, for the eighth problem, there is a rectangular field as per the question. Okay, a man walked 20 meters along the rectangular field, and the length of the field is given as 16. we need to calculate the breadth of the field. Very clear, right? 20 meters is along the diagonal field. Length is given as 16 and they are asking us to calculate the breadth. See, we don't know the breadth, you just write it as B. And then since it is a rectangle, this angle is 90 degrees. Okay, so use Pythagoras theorem again. 90 opposite is 20, so 20 square is equals to 16 square plus B square. So at the end, B square is equals to 20 square minus 16 square. So it is just of the form A square minus B square, right? So A square minus B square, so A plus B into A minus B. Okay, 20 plus 16 into 20 minus 16. 20 plus 16 is 36. 20 minus 16 is 4. This is B square, but we need B. This is 36. This is B square, right? B is equals to square root of 36 into 4. That is equals to 6 into 2, and at the end, which is 12. So this breadth will become 12. Okay. So just have a look. See, the diagonal length is given as 20 for a rectangle. Length is given as 60. Breadth we calculated it as 12. And that's the 8th problem. Okay, it is related to the what? Rectangle. Then I am going to discuss the 10th problem, which is related to the square. Just look at the problem. In order to fence a square mannish fixed 48 poles, if the distance between the two poles is 5 meters, then what will be the area of the square so formed? Okay, just observe the problem. See, there is a square mannish. Okay, you just imagine that there is a square, and on the square 48 poles are inserted along its boundary. Okay, since there are 48 poles and the distance poles, okay, and the distance between two poles is 5 meters. The distance between two poles is 5 meters. See, this is the first pole and this is the second pole. This distance is 5. Second and third, this distance is 5. Like that, if you add everything, see, that will become the length of the boundary. So means perimeter, which is since 48 poles, so the distance is 5. 48 into 5. So perimeter is 48 into 5. But if you consider the side as S, this perimeter can be written as 4 times this side. So 4 times this side is equals to 48 into S. S is equals to 48 into 5 by 12. 12 fours and 4 fives, which is 20. Is it clear? Just have it. 12 fours is 48 and 4 fives is 20. Okay. Then what will be the area of the square so formed? That's what we need to find. No, this is 4, right? So this is 4. 4 12s is 48, okay? 4 12s is 48. 12 into 5 is equals to 60. So side is equals to 60. And we need to calculate the area of the square. This is side square, 60 square, which is equals to 3600. There is the problem. Okay? So area kavalante side into side square ki. Side kavalante perimeter by 4. Perimeter kavalante length of boundary. Length of boundary ante total 48 poles into 5. Plus step by step analyze చేసుకుంటే వెళ్ళాలి. ఏరియా కోసం సైడ్ కనుక్కోవాలి, సైడ్ కోసం పెరిమీటర్ కనుక్కోవాలి, పెరిమీటర్ కోసం లెంత్ ఆఫ్ బౌండరీ, లెంత్ ఆఫ్ బౌండరీ అంటే ఇచ్చిన ప్రాబ్లమ్ అనలైజ్ చేయాలి. సో దట్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ద స్క్వేర్. ఓకే, 10th one. Then after the 10th, 12th one. So this is square path అన్నమాట, square boundary. Okay, square path. A square room of veranda of area 96 square meters and width 3 meters all around it on its inside. Find the area of the room. Just look at the problem. Okay, here we have a square. Actually, we need somewhat bigger square. The square is there. You just consider its side is S. And inside that square, okay, there is another square boundary, because all around it veranda is arranged in this place, and since this width is 3, this is 3, this is 3, so this total length is S, then this length will become S minus 6, because we need to subtract this 3 and this 3. So for the inner square, the side length is S minus 6, for the outer square the side length is S. So the veranda means this part, okay? Veranda means this part. So area of veranda is equals to outer square minus inner square, s square minus s minus 6 whole square, and this area of the veranda is given as 96. Here s square minus s minus 6 whole square. So again use a square minus b square. A minus b, which is 6, a plus b, which is 2s minus 6. We need to calculate. 6 16ths is 96. If you send that 6 this side, 22 is equals to 2s, s is equals to 11. So side length is 11. So since side length is 11, area is side into side, 11 into 11, 121. So that's the problem related to the square veranda. Okay, right. Then 14th problem is related to the parallelogram. Already we discussed different formulas related to the parallelogram. See, what is the area to find the parallelogram? First of all, you just look at the question as per the problem 14th one. See, for the parallelogram, as per the problem, that see, the area of the parallelogram is given as 144. This area is given as 144, and the distance between the sides is given as 12 centimeters and 6 centimeters. For suppose if you treat these two as two parallel sides and consider this distance as 12, as well as these two are parallel and consider this distance as 16. Okay, the distance between these two is considered as 16, but not this particular length. Okay, right? So usually we will consider those as heights. Okay, so for the parallelogram, you just consider this is side S1, this is side S2. Related to this side S1, H1 is given as 12. Related to this side H2, H2 is given as 16. Area of the parallelogram, already we discussed it, base into height. Here base is S1 and height is 12. Okay, when you use these two. Again, if you use this side as the base and its corresponding height is H2, then again that is S2 into H2, which is 16. Okay, so to calculate the area of the parallelogram, the formula is base into height. If this S1 is the base, its corresponding height is given as 12. If this S2 is the base, its corresponding height is given as 16. So base into height, multiply these two, it will give us area. Or multiply these two, it will give us area. But that area is directly given as 144. So 144 is equals to S1 into 12. So S1 is equals to 144 by 12, and that is equals to 12. Similarly, we will calculate that S2 also. Okay, so there ends the sides of the parallelogram. Okay, that's the problem. Then 16th one is related to the rhombus. You just have a look. See, find the area of the rhombus, one of whose diagonal measures 8 centimeters and the other measures 18 centimeters. See, rhombus, two diagonals are given. One diagonal is given as 8 and the other diagonal is given as 18. So 16th problem. See, the area of the rhombus is given by the formula half d1 d2, and that is equals to half. One diagonal is 8 and the other diagonal is 18. You just directly calculate that area. Okay, 2 9s, 9 8s is 72 square centimeters is the area. So that problem is related to the rhombus. Just have a look. See, we discussed different problems related to the right angle triangle, triangle, equilateral, isosceles right angle, rectangle, square, square path, parallelogram and rhombus. Okay. So if you are trying to solve any problem related to these shapes, you just refer those formulas, and still if you feel any difficulty, just refer the corresponding solution also. Okay. And that's for today's class. And in the next video, I will cover the remaining problems of the handout. Okay. That's for thank you.